Think you know the best they are in COD Mobile? You're probably wrong. Forget the mainstream picks. The real power lies in understanding the hidden strengths and weaknesses. We tested everything. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll reveal the undisputed top 10 ARs for April's meta, proving why number 1 still holds the crown. Now starting our countdown at number 10, we have the M13. If you're looking for ease of use, this is it. The M13 is a perfect choice for players still honing their skills or maybe just wanting a chill rank session. Why? Its recoil is incredibly smooth and consistent. Yes, it climbs pretty fast, but it does so predictably without much side-to-side bounce. Add in good flinch resistance, decent iron sights, and low aim shake, it just feels easy. It also has great mobility for an AR. That 195 millisecond ADS time is one of the fastest, and the straight speed is solid. Plus, the magazine stats add to the comfort. 60 bullets with a quick 1.1 second reload makes ammo management a breeze. So, what's the catch? Why only number 10? Its damage over range is just okay. That 272 millisecond time to kill within 26 meters is usable, but the 6-shot kill beyond that feels sluggish. Is that supreme ease of use worth sacrificing kill potential compared to the harder hitting options coming up? Look, mobile gaming gets tiring, right? Especially when powerful gaming phones feel like bricks. But the Red Magic 10 Air changes what's possible. Big thanks to Red Magic for sponsoring this look at their latest phone. It's incredibly light at just 205 grams and super thin, built for comfort. But how did they pack flagship power into this without it melting? The answer is smart engineering. You get the beastly Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, plus their advanced ICE cooling using actual liquid metal. That combo lets this thin phone stay cool under pressure, so no throttling, just max performance when you need it. Okay, so it's light and powerful. But raw power means nothing in COD Mobile if you can't react instantly, which is why they kept the ultra smooth 120Hz display and the game-changing 520Hz shoulder triggers. Now you have the comfort, the power, and the precision control. Stop choosing. Get the comfort to play longer and the uncompromised power to dominate. This is how you play COD Mobile at your peak without fatigue. Check it out via the link in the description and definitely keep an eye out. I heard Red Magic has a 10 Air event on May 8th with surprise gifts. Follow their social media for more details. Sliding into the 9th spot is the newcomer, the Vargo-S. Building this thing is initially confusing because you could go 3 ways: semi-auto, passive AR, or flex AR. The passive and flex builds look promising on paper, but there's one massive issue you can't fix with the attachments: the recoil. It's chaotic. Seriously, the XM4 feels smoother, with the Peacekeeper more consistent mid-spray. This immediately kills the passive build's viability. So we land on the flex build. What makes it tempting? A fast 228 millisecond time to kill out to 25 meters, followed by an infinite 5-shot kill range. That infinite range is wild, but again, good luck hitting it consistently. Mobility is average, maybe a bit slow on ADS and sprint. The mag is okay, but the only thing you really need to remember is that chaotic recoil. It's the single biggest hurdle. Can you tame it? Here's the primary flex build we settled on for the Vargo-S. Honestly, that recoil was so rough at first, we actually swapped the suppressor for a foregrip just to get a feel for it initially. Maybe try that if you're struggling. In 8th place, we find the BP50 using the 7.62 mag. You probably know the story here. An absolutely insane 189 millisecond 4-shot kill time to kill out to 18 meters, followed by a very fast 252 millisecond 5-shot kill time to kill out to 40 meters. Pair that speed with arguably the easiest recoil pattern on any AR, clean iron sights, and mobility that feels closer to an SMG than a flex AR, which sounds broken, right? Well, the balancing factor is brutal. A tiny 30-round magazine combined with a 1.6 second reload. To put that in perspective, even the HVK30 we'll talk about later has better magazine stats. That makes this incredibly tricky to use effectively. Can you leverage that raw speed without constantly getting caught with an empty mag? It's a great option, but really only shines in slower game modes where ammo management isn't as critical. Moving up to 7th place, it's the Peacekeeper. This gun is the definition of what could have been. On paper, its stats are insane for a flex AR. It's got the best effective range and the best mobility stats among its peers. It also has low flinch, a decent 40-round mag with a super quick 0.8 second reload, okay iron sights, decent aim shake. It seems perfect, so why isn't it higher? One reason: the recoil is an absolute pain. Quick history lesson: there was a time when the Peacekeeper had recoil like this, and even with worse stats back then, it was the undisputed #1 gun. That shows just how severely the current recoil holds it back. Are you willing to grind mastering arguably the toughest AR recoil pattern to unlock that top tier mobility and range? At number 6, we have the KN44. Much like the Peacekeeper, this is another weapon held back significantly by its handling. Otherwise, it would definitely climb higher. Look at the stats. Mobility isn't far off the Type 19, but it has nearly double the 4-shot kill range, stretching out to a crazy 58 meters. Yes, the 288 millisecond time to kill is slow up close, but at 50 meters, that's still very competitive. Mag stats are fine, perfectly adequate for the passive role it aims for. So, what's the problem? The overall handling feels clunky, especially at the long ranges where it should excel. The iron sight is okay, but putting a red dot feels worse due to aim shake. And the recoil, while not horrible, is clearly difficult to manage consistently past 40 to 50 meters. Think of it as the Peacekeeper of passive ARs. Amazing potential on paper, but tricky to use effectively in practice. Breaking into the top 5, it's the LK24, arguably the best pure passive AR besides the #1 gun. What does it offer? A massive 60 meters of consistent 4-shot kill potential. The trade-off? Turtle slow mobility. Seriously, it's incredibly sluggish. But what you get in return is stability that's almost unbelievable. This thing does not move. Pair that god tier stability with either a clean red dot or the fantastic iron sight from the free legendary version, add a 50 round magazine, and top it off with some of the lowest flinch in the game, you've got yourself one of the most reliable, easy to use beam machines for holding down lanes. If you value consistency above everything else, and don't mind sacrificing all mobility, the LK24 is king. Now at number 4, the go-to aggressive flex AR, the XM4. We talked about this in the overall top 10, but focusing on ARs, its role is clear, especially now that the Type 19 leans more mid-range post-nerf. The XM4 is for pushing. You get solid mobility and decent damage ranges. The time to kill is competitive. What's the price for this aggression? As we mentioned, significant vertical recoil. It kicks hard, making those longer fights a real challenge compared to its main rival. Which brings us to number 3, the Type 19. This is the other half of the main flex AR duo, filling the more passive or stable role. Yes, the sprint speed nerf hurts, making it feel sluggish for aggressive plays, and the long barrel nerf reinforces this, but it's still a fantastic all-rounder. Its damage ranges slightly edge out the XM4, and the huge advantage is its incredibly easy to manage recoil. That stability makes hitting shots consistently much simpler than with the XM4, especially past the initial range. Low flinch and the ability to run a red dot comfortably seal the deal. It's less aggressive than it used to be, but that reliability keeps it firmly in the top tier. Is that easy control worth the speed trade-off compared to the XM4? Climbing to second place, it's our good old friend the HVK30. Again, this AR demands a specific approach. Slower, more methodical play. Think TDM, S&D, holding power precisions. Its absolute strength is damage, particularly that headshot multiplier. A consistent 4-shot kill to 29 meters is solid, but landing one headshot makes it a 3-shot kill at any range. That potential is insane, making a red dot almost essential for precision. Mobility is adequate for its role. The crucial limiting factor forcing that passive play, the tiny 28-round magazine. Push too hard and you will get caught reloading. But if you have the aim to hit those headshots and the discipline to manage your ammo and positioning, the HVK offers incredible stopping power that few other ARs can match. It's highly underrated because of its demands, but the potential is undeniable. And finally, the best assault rifle in the game right now, without a shadow of a doubt, remains the Oden. Even if you haven't seriously touched an AR for years, when you pick up the Oden, even on Summit, you'll realize that even though it's slow, even though the fire rate is tricky, killing someone in potentially 145 milliseconds with a 2-tap instantly makes you terrifying. Having a weapon that deletes people that fast and still performs incredibly well at range, you can easily top frag playing objective and spawns. Now, the caveat is huge. Miss that 2-tap, and your slow handling makes you an easy target. But here's the thing, we used to advise against the Oden unless you were comfortable with ARs. Now, if you understand pre-aiming, even if you're an SMG player, you should consider the Oden on maps needing mid to long range presence. Its close range potential, if you hit those first shots, is just that dominant. Knowing the best ARs isn't enough to get you from noob to pro. If you want to know the 8 reasons why you're still stuck in COD Mobile, click this video on the left.